I just wish I could pee wherever I wanted to, you know? It's convenient. Like, you're on a road trip, just fucking stand on the side of the road and just fucking piss. Can I do that, though? No. Why? 'Cause I have a fucking vagina.
I mean, you could if you wanted to.
Yeah, but, like, there's always the, like, possibility of, like, pissing on yourself. I've done it, like, twice.
Yeah.
I want to get one of those. They're called Shewees or something like that. And you, like, fucking...
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It, like, you know, like, how there's cups, like, sports cups for guys?
Yeah.
So imagine that. It's silicone, and it's, like, you know, curved up, so it, like, cups your vagina. And then it's not literally a straw, but it, like, it starts to turn into a little, like, straw-looking thing, and pee comes out.
Huh.
That's
I need to get one of those.
You need to get one of those, penis.
I mean,
So let's go ahead and start this.
My phone's at 1%.
Well, Riley, plug it in.
There, I plugged it in.
Alrighty, guys, welcome back to the Mediocre Morning Show. This time, I didn't up the intro. I'm Mediocre White Girl, and here is Riley.
What's up, guys? I'm Arkwasi, and today we have Bjorn on the show. How's it going, Bjorn?
Yo, it's going good, dude. Let's go.
That's the shit. That's what's up.
Stoked to be on it. Let's go. Let's be mediocre.
Mediocre gang.
Okay. Alright, so how did you find out about Kendama?
This dumbass kid in my high school, Salvatore Fratelloni. Some of you may know him.
Sal.
Yeah, shout out Sal, OG Sweets homie. But yeah, we're in Minnesota, so Sweets was, close by. He was the only kid in my high school that played with the and everyone gave him like, especially behind his back. And I was just like, I didn't really give a or support him. I just was like observing the whole situation, and then we were chilling over the summertime, and I finally got like Big Cup, and I was just like, Sal, give me one of these things. You like work at the shop, just give me one. And he never did, but I finally bought one, and then the string broke like a month later, and I just gave up on it. And then, 6 months go by, I get another one, and I started sessioning it, and it was just a matter of getting the spike for the first time, I think,
What Dama was it?
Total.
It was like, it was an ATAC aqua colored. I think it was just Aqua ATAC by Sweets. And it was fire, brother.
The ATAC is fire. I love
it. It was, man. It was so good.
Prime Fleet is good, but it's like us. We're mediocre. Like, it's mediocre pick. I really like ATAC.
Yeah, for real.
I
don't know about ATAC Complete, to be honest. That was never my jam. But just the OG, just the Tama being ATAC was super good.
Exactly. All right.
So yeah, all you kids now are missing out.
If you couldn't loon a ATAC, like, who were you? Like, now if you can't loon a Prime, who are you? ATAC's irrelevant at this point.
Yeah, it really is. It's sad. We got to move on, though. We got to just keep moving forward, and now it's all about that Kush life, fam.
Exactly.
If you're Sweets, I mean, or El Joel, or whatever, dude. Dude, support everyone.
Who's your Dama inspiration?
Probably Cooper Eddy. Last week, like, I was like, damn, Cooper does that, where he just doesn't do ever, and then suddenly banger like that no one's ever done. That one I've been waiting, and he dropped that, and it was just like, oh, of course that went to Bird, like it was a magnet, and it didn't look real. Yeah, it was so sick. But him and honestly all the guys that make videos and play Kendama, that's like what motivated me at first to get more into it, because I was very interested in making videos. And so Jake Weens and Cooper Eddy, and I can't really think of anyone else right now. I was like sleeping on Matt Ballard's stuff and like all that. I didn't even know that existed for the longest time. I actually watched like those Wenatchee Kendama team videos like way late. Like, after 2016 MKO is when I saw those for the first time.
I think I watched those. Actually, I think I watched those around the same time you did then.
Word.
Maybe a little bit before MKO, but yeah, I slept on Matt Ballard stuff for a while too.
Yeah, it's great, but not that great. Like what? Like Matt Ballard's trash. Let's be honest. I saw Cooper's video. He dropped like a video, Session with the Fresh, the first one. And
Oh
it's
my
got a
God.
Tribe Called Quest song called 8 Million Stories. And that was like one of my favorite Tribe songs. And so as soon as that song started in a Dama video, I was like, okay, this is dope. And then he's just like, kind of looks like a nerdy little kid back then, but he just laces these crazy tricks like on a freshie. And it was just so fresh and so cool. So I wanted to get out there and make the same type of thing happen. That's definitely my inspiration.
He's always had style. I've noticed Cooper, like with
Yeah.
clothes and Damas. Like he used to rock like sweatpants and like sweaters.
He
Good.
used to wear like Hollister too. I remember like watching when I think it was like the Sponsor Me Sweets like video edit thing,
Yeah.
and I was like, he's wearing Hollister, and then I've only seen the coupe now, so when I saw that, I was like, what the f-? But it's like
Yeah,
he
now he
evolved
wears,
so
like,
much in his
Supreme
fashion
and
of being
shit.
just like a kid from Washington to now like rocking out with Piff. Like it's so
Yeah.
sick.
All I know is $80 for a t-shirt is whack. That's how I feel.
That's like my language, bro. Like I love that shit.
That's
I
fair.
love Cooper
I
on
totally
that.
understand it. It's something that people like, they buy and sell it, and that's why like it's all good. There's a cycle to it, and like it's fun to keep up on stuff like that. And for me, like
Exactly.
my weird outlet of like things that are overly expensive that you sell later is Magic the Gathering. Like I love the card game.
Whoa! Someone was telling me something about like Black Lotus or something is worth like $20,000, and that's a card.
Yeah,
That's, like,
I
one
think
card.
it's like it's ranged from like $5 to $8 generally, like
Oh,
legit.
really?
Yeah, but still, it was at one point $30,000,
Holy hell!
and it might even be up there. I haven't kept up on it because it's just kind of like a funny thing. But I saw this Instagram video. It's a classic like skate Instagram video, and then at the end of the video, they just like the cameraman just pans down to the ground, and there's just a Black Lotus on the ground, and these skateboarders just have a Black Lotus, and they're just skating, and then they made a series of videos of them like doing a trick and then Black Lotus. And that's like, oh, we're balling out. We got a Black Lotus. So, like,
That's
it's
just a
like
baller thing
green
to
shit.
have, dude. Check it. I've got like a $30,000 piece of paper. Like that's
Exactly.
so crazy.
What is the top kendama? Like, what would the Black Lotus of kendama be?
I don't know if it was ever true, but there was like a Louis Vuitton kendama for a
It
minute.
is.
I don't
It's
know
a
if that
thing.
was like a
It's
real
literally a fucking thing.
thing. That was a thing.
Yeah, I know.
It's a fact, folks.
I think
You
they
heard it here
made-
first.
They made
I
such
think that
a
was
small
running
like quantity
couple
too, but yeah,
thousand.
Louis fucking sent it.
Like I think that was
Sent
like
it.
They did. They fucking sent that.
We'll
Let's
probably
go.
get Cooper to rock it.
Honestly, yeah, that's definitely belongs to Cooper, does it not? I don't know who else it would.
Definitely does.
Yeah, he's like the king of Dama swag a little bit, I'll be honest.
corn or flour.
What?
Corn or flour.
Oh, health wise, I gotta go with corn.
Fuck health. What do you
Dude.
like?
You, bro. Hell.
Yo, to be honest, flour is so dank. Like
Flour
a fish
makes the most.
taco with a flour tortilla. I don't know if you're talking about tortillas or what. But
Yeah, we're talking about tortillas. We're not talking about cornstarch or like flour. We're talking about tortillas.
Okay, yeah. Honestly, can I say both? Like, can I be lame and say both?
But,
No.
Because
but
I
what
think,
do you prefer?
like,
if
I prefer both. Like, I go through. I'll be out and I'll be like bummed that they only have corn sometimes for sure, and then other times I'll like beg for corn tortillas. I don't know. I like, go through waves, man.
Okay, then what about this? Hard or soft?
Tacos.
Tacos. Not, you know.
I was gonna jokingly say hard, but when it comes to tacos, I'll say soft.
Ooh, good
You want to
move.
hear one of the trashiest things I've ever done? So, Taco Bell, right? In like
Yeah.
hard shell tacos. It's like, I don't know with hard shell tacos that much because they're just like messy and like, you know. So one night, Soraya thinks it's a great idea to go to Taco Bell to buy 2 hard shell tacos, leave them on her nightstand overnight, and then eat them for breakfast in the morning.
That's disgusting.
But wait,
Well, that's lit.
Okay, but wait, let me
That's
tell you this. They were 1,000
horrifying.
times better. There's no food poisoning, fucking Taco Bell, and I'll probably survive fucking apocalypse. Second, it tasted so much more fucking good. Like, that's not even
Dude,
English.
Was the
stale
texture okay?
It
Stale?
wasn't stale.
Stale Taco Bell.
It
It
wasn't
didn't even stale.
because the juice
Dude.
is soaked into the tortilla. So I was like,
Mm.
yeah, and it was a fucking good ass meal at 11 o'clock in the morning because I'm trash and wake up at around 10 every day. So like,
Yeah. It definitely used to sesh like 24 packs of Mountain Dew with one other friend in middle school, and we would just stay up till like 7 and
ew.
sleep until like noon for sure. And that
I'm
was
with
fine.
that.
See, the only
That
good
was
Mountain
fine.
Dew to me is the Baja Blast Freeze from Taco Bell. Also,
Okay, wait.
this episode of Media Morning Show is not sponsored by Taco Bell, but if you want to hit me the up, Taco Bell, slide
Yo, it
into the
should
fucking
be,
DMs.
right?
You don't understand. I have
New
the
plan.
fucking
worst,
DM.
New plan. Taco Bell sends us all food to eat during the morning show.
I have the worst obsession
Stale.
with
We
Taco
gotta let
Bell.
it be stale though.
I fucking love Taco Bell. Like, sponsor me, please.
Now I'm like borderline vegan,
Okay.
and like you can get vegan Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Haley Bischoff taught me that. Like Haley Bischoff, I was staying like in her neck of the woods in Oregon like a couple of years ago when I was filming Dama Dreams. And we went out with her and her friends, and everyone wanted Taco Bell, and she was just like, "Hell yeah!" And I was like, "What?
Yeah.
Like it's Taco Bell? You're vegan? What?"
Dude,
and she
Haley
was just
has-
like, "There's a way," and
There's
she
vegan
did.
stuff like
French
everywhere.
fries. Last year for AGKO, when Haley came up and stayed at my house, dude, she knew every like vegan restaurant in Portland.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
And
there's
I
a
was like-
lot there.
Like I live here, like I should know that shit, and I didn't know any place that she took me. Like I was like, where are we?
Vegan food can be so good. Everyone's just gotta try it and not overthink like the fact that it's vegan and be like, "Ooh, they're like, I don't know, the vegans are gonna take over the world."
It really is. No,
Fine.
vegan food
It's
is so-
fine. Be like, all right, is this vegan trying to like convert me and like change who I am, or are they just a good person? Yeah, I'm low key like trying to like hypnotise you guys into
Yeah,
veganism right
yeah.
now.
Stop forcing your religion on me. This isn't cool.
Sorry.
See,
God damn.
I've
I mean,
been-
Bish got me, I guess, and that's just the cycle.
There's this new in LA. They opened a fucking vegan sushi place called Beyond Sushi because it's like based off the Beyond Meat brand, and it's
Oh yeah.
it's honestly it tastes like real sushi. Like I'm just saying.
Exactly. Yeah. I had the Impossible Burger today. If you haven't heard of that, it's like a faux burger meat patty thing. I don't know. They literally it looks like ground beef before they cook it.
And it
And
bleeds.
then you cook it and it's like beef and you eat it and it's like the same as a burger and it's amazing. And there's a lot of good vegan options out there, y'all. Like
Yep.
try it out.
I'll go vegan. I'll join the cult. Sign me up.
It's healthy, bro.
See,
Let's
I
go.
like-
Is water wet?
Water is fire, dude.
But is it wet?
I mean, yeah. Water's
But-
pretty good.
Yeah, water's wet. Water's wet.
Water's wet.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Cereal before milk or milk before cereal?
Definitely
There is-
cereal before milk.
Thank f- or else I
Thank
had to
you.
get-
Oh my god,
I
dude.
would have had to just end this f***ing podcast right now. Like I would have just ended
Yeah.
the Miracle Morning Show if you would have.
Anyone who puts milk before cereal is a psychopath.
See, the only way
I
could
think so too.
The only way I could justify that is if, like, let's say you already had your first bowl of cereal and there's milk left over. That's different
Yeah.
because you're just topping it off. But if
Right.
you
Yeah.
start that way, you fucked up, man.
Yeah, like you just it's either gonna be dry or soggy. Like you're not gonna get it right. It just doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
Ugh, God, shame that anyone would think otherwise.
You want to know who does think otherwise? I'm gonna fucking put this person on blast. I don't care. So the other night,
All right, let's.
Anna motherfucking Sim was sleeping at my house. We woke up.
I hate her, by the way. Ugh, so mean. She's a mean person.
We woke up and she's like making cereal or whatever, and she fucking puts the milk in and then the cereal, and I said, "What the are you doing?" And I'm like, "You need to leave. Like, you need to get out of my house." I didn't kick her out, but like, you don't know. It's wrong. Wrong.
You should have like slammed that bowl of milk in her face and just
Yeah.
like f***ed her up. Like you should have like gotten rid of her. You know?
She has a key to my house. There's no way I can get rid of her.
Yeah, I guess she's okay, actually. At the end of the day, she's pretty cool. She's pretty nice. She's pretty awesome. Yeah, she's cool.
Minus the cereal.
I take it all back.
Minus the cereal.
I guess. Yeah, whatever. We can.
Like,
we
that's
can
like, so what's the situation with Sweets? Are you like on the same team as Johnny Cress or something? Like,
yeah, baby. Me and Johnny. Kevin, I think. And
Kevin's on that team too. I
Yeah.
love Kevin.
Kevin's hilarious. God, what a clown. He snores loud as hell, though. Don't sleep in the same room as
Dude,
either of
that's-
those dudes.
Me and him have slept at White House like a billion times, and every time he snores, it's so funny. Like,
Oh, it's so
even the
loud.
galleys, like the galleys do it too.
Yeah. Oh, luckily I'd never had to sleep with them. Ugh, gross.
Twins.
But Kevin, I roomed with Kevin and Johnny and some other people in Japan, and it was like 6 a.m, and I woke up to go to the bathroom or something, and I tried to go back to sleep, and like Kevin and Johnny and there was like 4 people snoring in the room, and Kevin was the worst though, so I went up and I just shook him, and I was like, "You're snoring so loud," and he looks at me and he's just like, "I'm drunk." And I'm like, no, you're not. It's like 7 hours after we were, like, anyone was drinking anything. Like, you're just a snorer, and it's fine. I'm trying to get you to shut the hell up. But anyways, to answer the question, in a more serious matters, like, no, I'm not. I guess I'm semi-associated with Sweet just because I've worked there and, like, I've been on. I guess I've, like, done stuff with the team, but I've never officially been put on the team or anything like that. But I could make a little team with Johnny.
Yeah,
Superstars.
the fruity team.
Yeah, baby. You know it.
I heard that in Japan, like in a club, you went up to people and were saying, "Hi, I'm Gaijin." Can you tell me a little bit about that?
I was yelling in the faces of strangers that I'm Gaijin and like shaking children in the streets. And I was just like picking up other people's kids and I was just like, I am Gaijin! And what that does is then there's no rules for you if you're a Gaijin. Like, no one cares what you do. You can do whatever you want. You can trespass, you can break stuff, you can pick up people's children, like stuff like that. So, yeah, it's Gaijin literally means outside person, by the way.
Yeah.
So that's like the word for all the white guys that are visiting for the World Cup and stuff. And yeah, there's this thing called Gaijin privilege where you're over there and since you're Gaijin, everyone's just like, oh, Gaijin, I guess that's why he's climbing a freaking crane or like driving a freaking like what Bonds was driving something last year. I missed it, but he got in some trouble for driving like a forklift in the streets. That's some Gaijin privilege. Like you get away with like crazy stuff. Don't go over there and sabotage Japan, please, white people. Please don't do
it's like
that.
White privilege in Japan.
Kind of, I guess. Yeah, like straight up. Like we joke about it, but it's kind of a thing where, like, yeah, Japan has like weird cultural rules, like subtle things that if a Japanese person was acting the way like an American person acted, they'd get like outcast or some shit. But like since you're American, they're just like Gaijin and they roll their eyes.
Are your pubes longer than the hair on?
Absolutely. They were like. If you look at my baby pictures, like fresh out the womb, like that shit was already like Weird Al Yankovic looking. Like
no way.
Yeah, so it's just continued to grow. It's like that's why you never see me not wearing like pants because I'm a little insecure about it, so I kind of want to cover it up. I don't want to just like flaunt my pubes to the world necessarily because I think I'll become too famous if I do that, and I don't want to be famous. So, and then I'm thinking, I'm married to like I don't know Jennifer Lopez or someone, like, and then my whole life is on reality TV. I don't really want to deal with that. I mean, to be honest, that's a lie. I totally wish I was famous. And I was lying about the pubes. They're really not even that. I keep them trimmed, like, so.
Oh, nice.
I'm just full of shit, dude. Fuck. You got me.
Who do you get mixed up most, Tomas or Reed?
Reed, just because he's more known.
Yeah.
Who knows Tomas? No one really knows Tomas. He's just that super pretty boy that looks like Bjorn and Reed. That's what I think Tomas probably gets the most. It's like, oh, you're like Bjorn, but way sexier.
Tomas is like the off-brand Reed.
Yeah, I guess. No, they're the off-brand of Bjorn, actually.
You're the A1.
They're the B grades.
Yeah. No. I definitely, I get mixed up with Reed a lot, obviously. That's starting to happen less and less, and that feels good, so. I actually got mistaken for Reed tonight. I was out celebrating with a friend for his birthday, and some guy was just like, Reed? The bar? And I was just like, nope. Do you know Reed? And I was like, yep. And then he just dipped. It was kind of cool.
Do you eat?
Do I eat?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought everyone did. No?
I mean, I do.
Okay, good.
I don't, but,
Oh, maybe you will someday.
I mean, I'd rather not.
It's not so bad.
I mean, I don't judge people that eat. Like, it's a cool thing.
Yeah. I mean, I'd get my ass eaten. It'd be fine.
Yeah, like I approve of that. I just personally.
So if you're ever looking for someone that eat the ass of, hit me up. But
I'm clapping right
now. But I do prefer it to like happen organically. Like I don't want to like plan like, hey, I got it on my calendar at 8 p.m. on Friday that I'm gonna eat You know what I mean? Like, it's got to be a natural occurrence
Just like
for it to really be awesome.
just hanging out with a homie and it's just like, oh,
Yeah. Oh, I'm eating your
whoa, watch out. All right. So we do have some questions from people. Probably
I'm excited for that.
there's not many, but there's a few.
Yay!
So at Anna asks, edging?
Edging forever. Oh my god. Edging is my favorite American pastime. Been doing that since I hit puberty. Yeah, everyone should try it out.
At Der Herder asks MKO predictions.
MKO predictions. I'm taking it.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna win the Open, and I think
You might win the girls' comp too.
I might win the girls' comp. Honestly, for the freestyle though, I don't know. Like, I hope it's not Bonds or Nick or Jake Fisher. Oh yeah. That honestly, let's get some new people up on the podium. I want DeSoto to win that shit, or me.
Papa DeSoto.
Oh no! Whoa! Jokebert. You know Jokebert, the Finnish guy.
Oh yes.
Oh my God, the wizard. I don't know. I forget his. I forget his actual first name, but like I met him at a couple MKOs ago. I think whenever he was last there, and that dude's a magician. I hope he just laces and everyone's mind melts. Like,
I hope it's gonna be like an underdog, like someone like Lyndon Whalen, someone who like no one would expect, but once he wins, everyone would be like, of course he won. Like,
that would be dope if Lyndon won. Either of the comps, like Lyndon, everyone would go nuts. It'd be sick.
yeah.
I feel that because I signed up for it, so I'm about to go act a fool. Hopefully it'll go better than Japan. I don't know if you guys heard about my freestyle.
Who was it? Demo about to toss you the kendama?
And I'm really glad you guys are all here. This is awesome. Yeah, Bjorn, you're awesome. Here we go. Bjorn in San. Ni. Ich. Hajime. He doesn't need a dama. The freestyle is real here.
Yo, that's what you should come on.
The freestyle is real here. Four, three, two, one, stop.
Yeah, Dan Mo.
Yeah.
Demo was supposed to toss me my kendama when I was up on stage without a kendama when the clock started. And then, like, I was expecting the dama to be thrown up into my face, like, first 5 seconds, like, let's get the show going. And then I'm, like, looking around for him, and he's waiting for me to, like, find him in the crowd. And he, meanwhile, had gone off in a random part of the crowd, didn't tell me where he was going to be. So I had no idea where he was. And then all of a sudden, there's like 10 seconds on the clock, and he finally throws me the dama, and I'm so shell-shocked and embarrassed that I just stood on a stage for 25 seconds in front of all these people wondering what the hell is happening. But I didn't even try to do anything. I just like f***ed up a lightning drop and like walked off stage. It sucked.
Monkey Glands asked, how long have you been riding BMX for? Who was your first BMX sponsor? # Safari.
Well, I've been doing that since I was, I can't even remember, fam. And I would just go out with the homies and smoke PCP and just, like, grind those, like, just curbs. Just, like, curbs in the suburbs.
Can you even ride curbs on a BMX bike?
Yeah, bro, like, on the wheels, not on the pegs. Like, we would just ride on the curb with the wheels.
I don't think that's grinding.
I mean, that's what we called it. Let us define it however we want, okay? Don't
you're pro
surprise
shit,
me.
my bad.
Jesus Christ, man.
The disrespect.
This reminds me, though, I totally dreamt up a kendama edit where I, like, wake up in the morning and I, like, just have a morning routine and, like, I film all of that and it's just a normal day for this guy. Let's just say no one really knows who I am at the moment. And then I'm just, like, look in the mirror and I'm like, holy it's dark. And then I, like, think I'm Reed, and then it, like, cuts to, like, me making, like a bike edit, like, on a road bike, and I'm just, like, going over, like, bumps in the road and like, pick, like, some SoundCloud banger song like Reed always does on his Instagram videos, and then just make, like, a Reed-style Instagram video
That'd be sick.
and then cut to me being way better than him at kendama.
I'm with that. That's such a good idea.
Honestly, it is. I just didn't do it last summer when I should have. We'll see. I'll keep it in the bank, you know.
The edit vault.
The edit vault. There you go.
Annie Yockles
Eccles.
asks, how many legs are too many legs?
How many legs are too many legs
Yeah.
for a life partner?
I mean, just take from what you take it for however you want.
I think 4.
Okay.
4 legs.
Too many.
Damn, I'm with that. 4 legs. Okay.
So 3's cool, but not 4.
3's cool. Yeah, exactly. You got it.
Alright. Young_Dama asks, what up with the locks?
The locks.
I mean, I don't know what kind of locks. Could be the hair, could be locks.
I'm thinking like smoked salmon.
Yeah, like bagels and locks.
Yeah, like
Spelled-
locks and
this wasn't
bagels.
spelled the way
Like
locks is
bondage
spelled,
locks?
But it wasn't spelled like bagel and locks. It was spelled LOCKS.
Okay, what up with the locks? They're locked up, fam. They keeping all my shit safe, dog. Like, it's my cover up. Now I'm referring to my hair. Like, without my hair, I'm a little bitch. I'm like a skinny dude, so like I think it would catch a lot of people off guard, and they would think I like was a cancer patient, straight up.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Oh shit, my money's up. I'ma make money until I fucking die, bitch. Motherfucking right, I'm a fucking tie, bitch. I'ma tie my shoe. Oh wait, I got Crocs. Oh shit, Friar Crocs. Motherfucking right, I don't give a fuck. I'ma shit all over the dog. That's right, I'll swing in the leg.
Now back to our show.
Saw that you publicized your ass tattoo on Instagram. Like, what's the
Yeah.
backstory of that? Like, what are the backstory of the BS?
The backstory of the BS. I like butt stuff.
Oh, is that what it is?
No. So that's my initials. I've lived with that my whole life. So, just living that bullshit life. And I was visiting Tomas in the Bay Area, just for a weekend or something, and we got together with a bunch of homies, and we all had a little heart party, and we all got kind of messed up on some substances, and had a fun night as young party animal people. And then the house tattoo gun comes out towards the end of the night, and everyone's like, we're just like tattooing people, and people are like teaming up on tattoos and like taking turns like starting and finishing a tattoo and all shit. And then they're just like, Bjorn, you want a tattoo? We could do a tattoo. And I was just like, it hit me right then and there. I've always wanted an tattoo to be my first tattoo, because I just feel like that was like the perfect thing for me. And so I was just like, I want B on one cheek, S on the other. It's perfect, and it turned out so if you zoom in on it on the Instagram photo, you can see it. Like, it's a looking tattoo, but that makes it more perfect. Tomas, my best friend, like finished it for me, so it's very good. And he had a bloody nose. He just got a bloody nose as he was tattooing my ass, and we just have this photo, and we both look so gross because it was just at the end of a long night, and it was really funny.
That sounds safe.
It was, yeah. We totally didn't share a needle. We didn't do anything terrible. We didn't, yeah.
As far as you know.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
I don't know. We probably shared a needle.
You guys probably all have each other's germs. Like, it's probably gross.
That's cool.
Honestly, I think we shared a needle.
Oh, God.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Who wants to share needles?
That's some like 1990s shit. That's old school. Don't do that.
I wonder if you could sell, like, Norx's tattoo needles on FKC.
Probably could.
Oh, God.
These little
Yeah,
Grommies
I
would
bet
come
some
through.
kid
Some kid would want to buy it, yeah.
The Groms would just like flood it.
They'd be all over it.
We love Groms.
They'd be all over it.
Shout out to the Groms. You're what?
Who do you think would buy? Who do you think would offer on it? Like, I think. Let me think. I think Cam Herrera would totally try to buy it.
Cam Herrera would do it as a troll. Like, he'd troll.
Yeah, as a troll, he would like buy it and like put it on it and like frame it.
Yeah.
I
Or, like,
get it.
Sneaks would, and then, like, put it up in the warehouse.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you feel about Crocs going out of business?
They're not going out of business, are they?
They are. Have you not heard about that?
Wait, Crocs?
Yeah.
What?
Where?
No!
Yes.
No!
I just ruined your f***ing night.
New plan, guys. We're all rocking some Crocs.
Yeah, they're
I'm
like,
so mad.
if you go to like a local Croc store, they're all like half off because they're going out of business. They're just trying to clear. It's like Toys R Us
wait.
all over again.
Really?
Yes, I'm being dead.
I'm not mad. Then I'm not mad. I'll go buy all the Crocs and I'll be good for life. I'll just buy I'll put them all in my like fallout shelter, so I can just have Crocs for my whole life. When the world ends, I'm gonna be in that shelter. So just DM me for the coordinates for when the world ends. I'm rooting against Nick Gallagher for the rest of the year. He's winning too much. Now he's the top dog. We gotta root for the underdogs.
Kill shot. Let's write a diss track about him.
Go Zach Gallagher, go.
Why do you like to slap people?
Because it feels good.
What do you slap on them? Like, do you slap asses? Do you slap their face? Like, what do you slap?
Well, yeah, he probably slaps the cheeks too.
I mean, only slap cheeks. If you don't slap cheeks, I remember in middle school there was a thing called Slap Ass Friday, and all the guys would slap all over ass.
Wow, that's like guys on guys?
No, like guys would slap the girls' ass.
Oh, that seems like an unacceptable thing for a school.
It sounds like sexual harassment.
But see, being like a middle school girl, you're like, oh my god, yes, and like you're just f***ing down for it. You're just like, oh my god, yes. And like girls, literally, no, I'm not even shitting you. All of us at the end of the day be like, how many times did your ass get slapped? And then if like you got like no ass slaps, you were just like mortified, like you didn't want to go to school the next day or on Monday.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So it's like the other way around. It's like you hate it if you don't get it. That's kind of dope.
It's like bullying if you don't get your ass slapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like slapping ass and face and back and, I'll slap a tongue. I don't care. I'll slap anything. As long as there's consent, usually. I did cheap shot one person one time. I've never been in a fight in my entire life, but I have been a little bitch and like cheap shotted people here and there when I was a frustrated little kid, and I slapped the out of this kid out of nowhere when I was really mad at him. And other than that, it's all in good fun. So don't be afraid of me in public when you meet me, listeners. I won't just slap the shit out of you. I'll talk to you about it first. I'll also want it in return, the same amount. So that's how I roll.
I've still never met you. Now that I think about it, I mean,
Yeah, right. MKO.
Yeah, but oh yeah, you did. You commented my clout goggles. I was your judge.
Yeah, that's right. See, I remember.
I
You didn't even remember.
I remember.
We haven't seshed though. Like we haven't seshed.
Yeah, we haven't.
We all have to sesh at MKO.
It's going down. This is the seed being planted.
MKO, I'm gonna walk up to you with my tongue out, and you're gonna slap it. Okay? Okay, cool.
I'm gonna slap your tongue.
Yeah, like a gentle slap.
Yeah, I expect one in return.
Okay, cool. I'll slap your tongue right after.
Okay, I want it really, really hard though.
Okay, we'll slap tongues. I'll walk up to you at the sweep shop, and that's it. I'm gonna walk up to you, not even say hi, just tongue out.
Perfect. Right in front of everybody,
The thing
please.
is, do you think I'm f***ing kidding? No.
No,
Like when you're a mediocre white girl, you don't have shit to lose.
my tongue will be out.
Okay, perfect. We'll slap tongues.
I have nothing to live for.
Oh yeah, right. You have that moment to live for, bro. You gotta see the tongue slap. You gotta be there.
I'm making sure
All right,
someone.
fine.
I'm making sure someone records it. Like whether it's Anna, whether it's someone.
I'll
Someone's
be there.
recording this.
I'll
shit.
be there.
It's got hell yeah. That's what I like to hear.
Someone's got to.
Riley. Freaking Anna Simsim is the plug.
She is. She's like.
She could record our reality show,
She's
our
literally like
mediocre reality show.
Yeah, she's like a
It's
little
happening.
paparazzi.
MKO, everyone listening, just so you know, MKO, mediocre reality show is happening.
Yeah,
Some shit
Absolutely.
went down.
we're actually videoing, and yeah, okay, we'll talk about that later, anyways. But yeah. Oh, next question. Okay. Describe your romance with Sal in 3 words.
3 words. Okay.
Okay.
Aggressive, sensual, and manly.
Okay.
Whoa,
That's
that was intense.
sounds fire. I feel like I just read 50 Shades of Grey.
I don't know how well those words go together. I don't know. That's just all I could come up with. I wanted to say, I just wanted to comment on his thickness. Like, he's thick, and I dig it.
Thick Daddy.
Yeah, he's thick. I'm thin with 2 N's, and he's thick with,
A Q, a U,
2
and an
K's.
E. Oh.
What was that?
I said he's thick with a Q, a U, and an E.
Yeah, Q-U-E.
Yeah. When I heard who was it? Fine. When I heard Fine say that on Mic'd Up.
So good.
No, the thing is, I thought I was the only one that said it, because everyone, whenever I say it, they look at me like I'm insane. And I'll be like, yeah, thick, with a Q, U, and an E. And I heard him say it, and I was like, fine, I've never met you. I mean, I've probably met him, but I've never talked to him or anything. But,
Yeah.
I feel like I met like a brother, like, you know, because no one fucking says that.
Yeah, he's a fine man.
I appreciate him.
He's a fine man. I got to hang out with him in the onsen. You know what that means.
Naked.
Oh yeah, baby. Let's go.
Butt stuff.
He's
So I
thick.
heard your idea of moving and possibly burying dead birds found on the sidewalk. Can you explain this further?
Yeah, so I don't know. You're walking around downtown, your city, whatever. You see some roadkill. It could be a bird, could be a squirrel, could be a mouse, could be a bear. Probably not a bear. Depends on where you live. But it's just dead there, and all these people are just walking over it, not on it, not like stomping on it. Cars drive over that, though, and like it's just like a disrespect to the life that lived on your planet, and like I don't know, all that beautiful energy that creates a life is just completely disrespected and basically spat on and looked over. We make a huge deal about human death, right? So like I don't see why there's no respect for those animals that died a tragic death, and I think they deserve a little burial. And I think I want to start like some sort of club that goes around cleaning up roadkill and making little like tombstones, and then like finding burial spots. And yeah, I think that'd be kind of cool. If you think otherwise, then that's fine.
I think otherwise.
I f-
That's
with it.
fine.
Just kidding. I don't care.
Thank you, mediocre white girl.
Thanks.
Wait, what?
I said my name is Soraya, in case you're wondering.
I know. I just thought we were like.
No, you can call me mediocre white girl. I'm cool with it. It's just a lot of people don't know my name, so I
I
to be
like.
kind
Oh, okay, Sarah.
No.
I'll let the people know.
yeah.
I'll let the
Say
people
my name.
know. Okay. All right. I got you. All right. All right. I got you.
No, but
All
feel free to
right.
call me mediocre white girl. I actually prefer it. It keeps me humble.
Sorry. God dang. This is really difficult.
It's 2018. Everyone's offended.
But yeah. So if you guys wanna, maybe when I'm out on the coast, maybe we could go around and do that if we run out of other things to do.
Jump down and go pick up roadkill at MKO.
Let's just not watch finals. Go and pick up dead shit.
Sorry, guys.
Let's go.
Go pick up dead. Stop.
How does it feel to be a man and be able to piss wherever you want?
It's honestly the best. Like, damn. Like, literally, my friend and I in the city, this is gonna sound weird. I'm letting you guys know a lot about me now, but my friend Ray, he just taught me, hey man, you can just be parked on in the road in the city with a bunch of people around, and you can just like piss right there. Just make it quick and act like you're not pissing, just like behind the door while it's open. And I don't think a girl could really get away with that unless she wants to pee all over herself.
Yep.
So honestly, it's freaking great. It's insane. I feel very lucky.
10 out of 10 experience.
Yeah. I'm trying.
I highly recommend you ladies try those like strap-on like fake like those piss things. I don't know.
Called Chiwis.
Like it like gives you a dick and then you can like just piss like a real man.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry.
Welcome to the most rated talk show of all time.
God.
But mediocre. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you heard me pee earlier. Did you hear me pee?
I thought I did. I like had a suspicion, but I didn't say anything.
Well, was that okay? Like, 10 out of 10 experience? Would that be okay listening to?
Honestly, there's so many times I've gotten Snapchats of people peeing that it's like it's all good. It's all good. It's pretty funny.
Bjorn is numb to everyone's piss, guys.
It's all good. It's all good, gang. Pee all you want.
All right. Last question. Who do you want to see next on the show?
Who do I want to see?
Yeah, maybe not next on the show, but who do you want to see in the near future on the show? And you
See. Honestly, I wanna see hear Kendama Odyssey. He's like savage and amazing and unapologetic, and I think he actually is a good person to talk to about Kendama. I don't know if you heard, he was on a podcast earlier this year with some of his homies and like or something, and those are people that didn't know shit about Kendama, and he gave them all the lowdown on it, and he, like, very on point in my personal opinion on like what Dama is and all that. And I don't know, I think he's someone that a lot of people don't know much about. They could get to know him real quick because he's just kind of very open and very funny. So I would love to hear him on there. But of course, let me think of anyone else. Maybe like Damon. Damon would be cool.
Alrighty. Well, that is the show.
That's it.
That's it.
That's basically it. I mean, Bjorn, do you have any final words?
Yeah, I love you to everyone. That's to everybody listening. And just shout out everyone, bro. Let's get it. 2019 is gonna be like 2017 to 18 was Nick Gallagher's year. 2019's my year. I'm gonna win every comp. Let's go.
Everyone, guys.
And last thing, I totally want to have a 3-way with Bonds and his girl.
I agree. It's open relationship, right?
I don't even know.
It is. I
It's
mean,
an open relationship, bro.
I mean, I think they posted about that. I'm not trying to start shit right now. I'm explicitly saying this because I feel like I don't know. But yes, I think they're in an open relationship. I'm like 90% sure they posted about that. Or she posted about it, Hannah? Yeah.
Yeah.
I still want to meet Hannah. I'm so excited to meet her at MKO.
Shoot your shot.
She's really cool.
Yeah, I haven't met her yet. I'm so stoked.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
I'm stoked you guys are going to be at MK. It's going to be great.
I'm so excited to
Yeah.
be back in Minnesota and not die this time.
I'm
Oh.
trying to go. I'm
I also thought of someone that I would love to hear on your show as well, Mel.
Yes!
Yeah.
I f***ing love Mel. Mel, if you're f***ing listening, I love you.
Mel deserves, like, some notoriety, and
She's the
I
fucking
think
best.
I think she would be great on the meet for sure.
Yeah, she's
I'm
so
with
cool. She's so cool.
Mel's a good choice. I didn't even think. Alright, cool.
Well, that's
Well,
the show. Thank
I mean-
you so much, Bjorn.
Yeah, that was time. But thanks, man.
Hey, thank you. I'll see you guys.
Oh!